Hello, Team Scholars, and thank you for watching this Ed Puzzle. So that way we can get some groundwork laid, some foundation laid before we go into our topics this following week. Appreciate you taking the time to do this. TEAMS stands for Tests in Engineering, Aptitude, Mathematics, and Science. You are joining us because that's something you're interested in. You love to problem solve. Maybe you're good at math and science, or maybe this is a career you're interested in going into. Happy that you are interested in this, as it was very fruitful for me and it was a lot of fun for me. I'm sure it will be for you. The way the competition is set up is that it takes one day. It is one day where we do the competition, and it involves three different items. Those three items will include a multiple choice test where you will work in a group of four. It will include an essay that's actually due February 10th, and then it will also include a hands-on portion. That hands-on portion, we have in the past made roller coasters, we've made pendulums, we've made cranes, we've made all sorts of things. So there's a hands-on portion as well. Everything you need for Teams can be found on the Schoology page for Teams. Just a little bit ago, I sent out an update for everybody to see what was going on and what was the schedule going ahead. We also have our upcoming schedule up here. Most events I will add on this calendar as well. Typically, our meetings will happen on Wednesdays, more often than not at 7:30 a.m., but the first two will be at 7 a.m. just to make sure we get through all of the scenarios before Christmas break. If you're looking for information about the topics, about the essay, all of that can be found in this black folder, 2023 materials. We can go through practice problems, we can go through scenarios, or the essay. We'll look at the scenario and essay folder shortly. Let me show you for a moment some practice problems. As we go through the examples, like kitchen gadgets, well, we will take time to actually go through some problems as well once we return, so we better understand the types of questions they will ask on. This year's theme is engineering and everyday devices, as we can see up here. Within the theme, there are 6 different scenarios. These scenarios are bridges, CPUs, flight, kitchen gadgets, light bulbs, and springs. They will be asking multiple choice questions on 4 of these different topics during the test, the multiple choice test. Our job for part of this winter is to hone in on these topics, to understand these scenarios, and we're going to have the help of seniors to help us understand this coming Wednesday and then the Wednesday after. Typically in the multiple choice questions, they will give you everything you need to know to answer the question. They'll give you formulas, dimensions, units, they'll give you all of it. But sometimes we're unsure how to go from point A to point B. One of the main ways to go from A to B is something called dimensional analysis. And we'll quickly watch a video of it right here.
Second.
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Oh God. It would be the same process. Let's put 55 miles over 1 hour. And we'll walk through the same steps. Let's convert miles to meters first. So, what do we know that's within a mile?
9,000.
Right. In 1 mile, there are 5,280 feet. In 1 foot, there are 12 inches. We just learned in 1 inch, there are 2.54 centimeters. And again, if you don't remember that, you do get to look it up. Eventually, you'll probably just have that memorized.
I don't think so.
Now, how many meters are in 1 centimeter?
0.01.
0.01. Awesome. Now we have meters in the numerator. We need to get seconds in the denominator somewhere in this long chain.
So long.
So let's work opposite. In our numerator, let's put 1 hour. What do we know that's in 1 hour?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. 1 minute in the numerator. What do we know that's within 1 minute? 60 seconds. Now we have seconds in the denominator in this chain, and we have meters in the numerator. So let's multiply across the top. And let's multiply across the bottom.
I need something other than 1 in the denominator.
Now, divide. And boom. 55 miles per hour equals 24.59 meters per second.
This is
The second part of the test is the essay. And the essay is due earlier than when the hands-on and the multiple choice competition will be. The multiple choice competition covers those 6 scenarios. And one of these scenarios kind of hones in on transportation here with bicycles. This team's essay will cover about bicycle transportation, which is right up my alley. Very excited for this. So here you can see is the state level essay prompt. Note below the regulations. it's really important to include it in APA guidelines, right? You can go to Purdue.owl and really look up all of the APA guidelines. As the Purdue Online Writing Lab is the best spot to find APA guidelines. We can see here there's all sorts of regulations, but really the fun part here is what we're going to be doing, making a town a little bit better for bicyclists to travel throughout, because roads are not just for cars, they're also for bikes too. After watching most of this video, you're probably thinking, what about the hands-on portion? Well, we won't know the hands-on portion, which is the third part of the competition, until the day of the competition. It's kind of the excitement of it all. I'm sure you guys are excited to start, so I'm excited to start and see you on Wednesday, December 7th at 7 a.m. There are a few of you who might have been watching this video and think, I don't know if I'm up to par. Some of these problems look really hard to me, or I don't know what dimensional analysis is. Don't let that scare you off. If you want to be here, please be here. We want you here. So just be committed, right? That is really all we ask you to be, committed. If you're unable to make it, we get it. There's times where that'll happen. Just email me. Email me that you're unable to make it to one of the Wednesday meetings. But please come every time you can, and great things will happen. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing so many of you on Wednesday, December 7th at 7 a.m.